We are well into pumpkin spice season, so today Ashley from Unglued is here to tell us how we can make a couple of pumpkin spice themed crafts.
Yes.
It's always great to have Auntie Ashley here, so welcome back.
Yes, thank you. And I'm really an auntie now, so just so the world knows that, that's true.
I know, I was
True,
like, why does Chris say Auntie Ashley? Because I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yes, so
That
we
is
win.
one lucky little niece.
Right, we'll
Right?
craft all the things. It's great. So the first thing that we have is something that I just recently discovered that maybe the rest of the world knew about, but you can buy goat's milk melt and pour soap base. So instead of having to use glycerin soap, which kind of smells weird sometimes to do like home soap making, you can now use goat's milk, which I think is so great and so easy. So you buy a big chunk of this. I only found it online. It's super easy to cut, and then ultimately you would melt it in the microwave because it is heat sensitive. But since we don't want to run back and forth right now to microwave, I have it overheat. You just have to be really careful because it'll bubble over. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is pour it into this container here, and then you're going to take some pumpkin spice just from the normal grocery store, and you can go ahead and do like 5 good shakes into there, maybe even more than that because I dumped in quite a bit. That's great. And then we do have pumpkin pie fragrance oil, and this you can buy in craft shops. That's kind of special for crafting and for soap making.
That smells, how much?
I would just do like 10 good shakes in there. We have quite a bit of soap in there. You might have to kind of do it a little hard like that. That's perfect. And so you don't have to use this fragrance oil. You could just use pumpkin spice. And then you can go ahead, and then we're going to start to just kind of mix this all up together. If you didn't want to buy pumpkin spice itself, you could always use cloves, or I'll let you keep mixing there, or cinnamon, or other things like that.
Oh, this smells delicious.
Doesn't it smell so good?
Good.
It smells so good. Soap, fortunately, pops out of a lot of molds really easily, but we do have a silicone mold to make it even easier. And I'm going to go ahead and put in some oatmeal. And then this becomes exfoliating in your soap, which is really nice. And so you can go ahead and just pour in our mixture into any of those little guys there. And all this requires then is being a little patient, let it solidify for about just an hour. It doesn't take too long. And then you'll have this really great soap, and we have some examples over there. And my examples didn't turn out as scented as I wanted to, so we did add more pumpkin spice than we had, and then it turns out so nice, and it's a great gift, and you win.
Everybody wins.
Yes,
Look, oh, I think they turned out nice. Oh, sorry. I moved it right when you...
They're just really cute. And they are, like, having that small size is great for seasonal things too, so then you'll actually use it through the season, and then you can move on to Christmas scents or whatever.
I like how you're already planning ahead.
Yes. And then over here we have another really simple spa product, DIY. However, I think it's super giftable if you ask your favorite barista for an extra frappe or like something like this container, because then it can turn this really cute giftable thing here. So what you're going to do is dump in Epsom salts to just about like here-ish, because we're going to do the mixing in there to make it really easy. You could be fancy, that's great. And you could combine it with like Himalayan salts or Dead Sea salts if you wanted to, but you could just use Epsom. And now we're going to use the same pumpkin spice to do quite a few shakes in there. That's great. I would stop there. That's good. Now, you could just do that again, or if you have that fragrance oil that you use for soap making, just do what. That's great.
Okay.
And then you're going to go ahead and use this spoon and mix that up. And just get it kind of nice and mixed. You might have to kind of dig it towards the bottom a little bit.
Boy, that smells so good.
Doesn't it smell so good? It's so good. And the way, I mean, that is literally it. Now, you could add like apricot oil, almond oil, other oils into this, or even bubble bath if you wanted it to be like a bubble bath in there too. And so just imagine.
This is why she said don't eat it.
I know, I'm not going to talk. You just...
You can bathe in your pumpkin spice. It's pretty great.
So how much oil would you put in there if you did put it in there?
I would say like a teaspoon to a tablespoon because the oil does settle in here. So if you're gifting it, that's why it's nice. You can have a straw in there as well so they can mix it up before they dump it into their bathtub. But yeah, it's really great for your skin. It can be kind of different measurements. I would add like a tablespoon of bubble bath. And then you can add just a little like loofah, preferably an orange or a white one to be your whipped cream. And then just dome it, and then you're golden, right? That's your little whipped cream
and I love this. Is good. Like I could do this with girlfriends, but very kid-friendly too. That one is for sure. This one probably too, but even more there.
It could be a teacher gift. Say like, we're excited to learn a latte from you this year.
I love it.
Like all Pinteresty.
Nice, isn't it?
I know. It's really like perfect for fall.
Oh, my
Anything coming up
goodness.
at Unglued that we should know about?
We have a bunch of workshops coming up, indigo dyeing for kids, eventually the Drecker Late Night Craft Markets on October 18th, and we're going to be doing some pumpkin spice crafts there too, so you can join us then. It'll be
Good
super fun.
stuff. Ashley, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you guys.
We'll be right back.